up, and welcome to the Los Wise Guys podcast. I'm your host, Eslam, aka Raw Godson, accompanied by Dan Papa Son Killer and no Emperor Disco. I was about to say it.
No. You call it yourself though.
What's up?
What's up, everybody?
How's it going?
It's going. I'm tired. But you know,
We all tired, son. We're at that age right now that we're always tired.
yeah, it's funny because like I have trouble sleeping, like I have for the longest time,
Yeah.
and like I'll talk to my mom every once in a while, and I'm like, oh, how come you didn't sleep? Like if I chose to be like this,
Mm-hmm.
like I chose to not sleep and be tired and be mad about it.
Yeah.
Like, that was a decision I made. I don't know.
This is all your fault.
No. Will Smith got it right. That's all I'm saying.
What he get right?
Back in the 80s, late 80s, maybe early 90s, he came out with the song. Parents just don't understand.
Oh,
It was popular back in the day. This was before the Fresh Prince came out.
okay.
Will Smith was a rapper.
No, I knew that.
Okay,
He wasn't a
get
good
jiggy
one.
with it.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. He wasn't good with it. Some of his songs weren't that bad. Welcome to Miami.
No.
Bienvenidos a
Some of them.
Miami.
Listen, some of them
Yeah,
were like very catchy
yeah,
and they caught on.
yeah.
But yeah,
No.
it was
Here
it's
comes the man in black.
very few in between.
Basically, as long as it connected to a movie.
Yeah.
There was the Wild West one that he did with Cisco.
Uh-huh. I remember that one.
No, I think I ran out. I ran out of Will Smith.
Yeah,
Was there an I Am Legend one?
probably not. It wasn't like an upbeat movie cuz he can't get deep.
I don't know. Give him a Nickelback type music and just let him rap to it. Imagine somebody rapping to Nickelback.
Nah, I don't see it.
That's how you know I'm tired.
I don't see it. I mean, I'm sure we can make it an AI, but I don't see it.
Nah, I don't think between you, me, and Disco, I don't even think we would need AI. Just give us not even a day. Give us like 2 hours. We could do it.
I know I'm not going to be any help with that.
Yeah, you will.
Have no talent with words whatsoever. Could barely speak English, bro.
We can figure
You
it
see
out.
me on this podcast.
We'll figure it out. We got it.
Yeah.
My biggest concern, you forget that you contributed.
I forgot that I contributed last time. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah. So, let's get into our topic.
Yeah, let's do it.
Very interesting. Explain a little more, please.
So, for anybody who has checked out our podcast before, thank you, of course. For Henry, for example, is always in there, and basically we've done this thing before where it said what's time agents? Jesus Christ, we were just talking about time agents, where basically I would kind of give you different scenarios and then tell you could go back in time. How do you alter it? Here's your
Yeah.
objective. Here's what you do. And Eslam would always come up with the most roundabout, annoying way that broke the game every fucking time. So I was ironically listening to a podcast and I forgot how. I think they were talking about Jesus. And of course I thought about my Jesus, Batman. And
Okay. Fair enough.
and because I was listening to podcasts, they're talking about Easter and just different things about how, if you were to do this, if you were to do that. And like I said, I started thinking about Batman and how I would do things. Like if I was in certain points of Batman's life, how would I have reacted? How would things have moved forward? Would I have become the Batman? Would I have gone a completely different route? And then I thought that's something I think would be interesting for the podcast, especially for you, Aslam, because you're just a big Batman fan as I am.
Yeah. Yeah. So
yeah. But
what's the question and what's
so,
the scenario?
So yeah, it stems from one question. Basically, I wanted to do it in such a way where I would start asking the question and then it would be revealed, oh my God, you're talking about this one specific moment. But now that we know what it is, we're going to talk about the theater, where you are a young child you are getting taken to the movies by your parents.
Mhm.
You go out, you have a great time, you watch this heroic movie or a movie about a heroic figure who goes out and he saves people and he does what he does, Zorro. And then you go and leave. Somebody goes to mug your family. Things get dicey. You it's Batman. Parents, what happens happens, they get killed. You in that moment, now you think to yourself, okay, I want to make sure that what I'm feeling right now is never felt by anyone or myself ever again. At that
Mhm.
moment, that's when Bruce became Batman. Even though he was a young child, in his mind, he was Batman.
Yeah.
So in that scenario, I mean, I don't know if you have a fear of bats that you want to do that. Do you become a superhero? Do you use your philanthropic skills? Because at this point,
So I
you're
guess my
heir
first
to, yeah.
question is, you're saying me and my parents. Now, do my parents have Wayne money?
There we go. So this is where we start tweaking things.
Okay.
Yes, in this scenario, you are rich. You have the Wayne money.
Okay.
You're essentially Bruce in this scenario. You
Okay.
are him. You have all this money. You can do what you want. Are you going to grow up and become a psychopath and dress up like a bat, or what else could you possibly do to try to fix this and make sure this were never to occur?
Okay. I guess the other question is, how realistic is this scenario? Are we talking about real life? Because if we're grounding this in like real life in our world right now, no one
Yeah.
can become Batman. It's like nearly impossible.
Hmm.
Um, we can do things in other ways, like all the politicians and all the rich people do it.
Hmm.
Um, but like, so how realistically grounded are we in this
So
scenario?
originally, when I first thought of this, I thought in a very realistic. This is the world we live in. But
Okay.
then I thought that's not fun.
Okay.
So, Aslam, I'd like for you to give me both perspectives.
Both perspectives. Okay.
And it doesn't have to be a whole long thing because I could tweak the question. I got other follow up questions that I could
Let's
go in.
let's start with I guess with the real world. And I guess, like, sure, I have one we have Wayne money. I'm essentially Bruce Wayne, but with my personality.
Exactly. It's you.
That's that's an interesting thought process,
Oh,
because
I know.
I have
Nice little thought project.
I have thought about it
Of
before,
course, me too. Of course, we have.
and I don't think I would become like I don't have the same. I guess because if my parents both got murdered, it would be a different scenario
Yeah.
of how I would feel. But I tend to have like a. I mean, at the time, I was like, when I was younger, I was like I was short tempered when I was younger. Um, so it would be interesting to see what that trauma would do to me.
I wanna jump in really quick. I
Yeah.
know this is completely breaking the what we're doing.
Okay.
I moved my screen a little bit. I
Okay.
heard something fall. If everything falls in the middle of this podcast, I don't know what it was, but something's detached somewhere,
Okay.
and I don't. It's on the ground, so I'm afraid to even touch my desk.
Okay.
So just be prepared in case everything
Well,
just comes crashing at some
hopefully
point.
it doesn't.
Okay, I won't touch anything if I don't have to.
Yeah, so I would be interested to see how that would affect me mentally,
No,
because like I'm a much more like calm and chill person now. And I attribute that a lot to when I was
watching Batman.
no, 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 it has nothing to do with Batman, but like I attribute that a lot to doing taekwondo, and then like meeting you guys in high school, like
Okay.
you, Disco, JX, Chris, like I don't know if you remember, but like in the beginning when we first met in like freshman year, I was a little bit more like,
You're a little bit more wound up,
yeah,
but
yeah,
not in a like. I think that was kind of like also, hey, these are new people. I have
yeah,
my walls.
yeah,
And then of course we Jericho that shit. We broke the walls down.
yeah. Yeah. But I do attribute that a lot to, like, cause just like your guys' energy,
Yeah.
and then like taekwondo and
No.
stuff
I feel
like
like
that.
everybody that was
It
yeah,
has
everybody has that though. That's
so I've always been into martial arts. I've never been a fighter,
Mhm,
but I always loved martial arts.
mhm,
Now, I don't like hurting people.
mhm,
That's like my thing. Like I don't not trying to go after somebody and like beat them up. I don't think I can ever do MMA. I don't
mhm.
think I have it in me.
You don't wanna inflict that pain upon someone.
Sh- It's yeah, I just like it. I don't know. I don't have that aggressiveness where I just want to like beat someone's face in.
I'm right there with you, I'm the same way.
But that's because that's me now.
Mhm.
But I'm if we're talking about 8-year-old Eslam still has
Oh,
hair.
just out here just fucking people up left and right.
You know what I
Somebody
mean?
just looks you the wrong way, elbow to the throat. You don't give a
Yeah,
damn.
or like 6, 7-year-old
Yeah,
Eslam still has hair. Parents
yeah.
just got murdered.
That's what did it. It was the hair.
Yeah, I think once I lost my hair, I calmed down a lot.
The It's like a
Um,
Samson situation.
yeah. So
Uh,
it's just like how would I think I would get more aggressive. I think I would become like that person that can, just
Flip a
break
switch and
someone's
just
face.
yeah.
Yeah. I think as a child, if you were already, because I have memories of when I was a child of like just like losing my shit when I get like frustrated or
Mhm,
something happens. I would have like little tantrums. I guess that's normal for all children,
mhm.
but I feel like that on top of like a tragic like a tragedy like both your parents murdered in
Oh,
front of you is like
yeah. Because not only that, because like you're saying, you already have that, like, kinda in you a little bit,
yeah,
and then the people that comfort you are gone.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So now, like,
Your
who's there?
safety, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the biggest question is
I was waiting for it, thank you.
the biggest question is
Yes.
who's my Alfred?
Exactly. Now here we go.
Is his
This
name
is
Abdullah? Like
oh,
I'm just asking.
so that's the thing where I wanted to leave it up to you because I feel like that was another thing that I came through when I was thinking it through. I was just like, okay, even though he lost his parents, his dad is Alfred. Like, like to an extent.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like I want a scenario where you do have an Alfred. It could be Alfred himself. It could be somebody who's in your life that you could see would play that role. It could be anybody, just somebody who fills that role. Doesn't have to be called Alfred. And don't want there to be an Alfred. I
Oh.
want you to be like, what do you think would happen? Would you be raised by relatives? Would you be stuck in an orphanage? And then we kind of go from there. Both of those. Like, this is
Well, if I
literally one
have the
question
Wayne
branches off
money
the more questions.
if I have the Wayne money,
Yeah.
right? I would if we have the Wayne money, that means my parents were smart enough to get that Wayne money.
Hmm.
That means they were smart enough to protect that Wayne money
Yeah.
from anybody taking it in the case of their death.
Yeah.
So let's say we have no Alfred, right? I have the money in a trust. I can use it for living expenses. I have some family around me. Now, am I an only child as well? Because in
Oh,
because in
I
real
was gonna
life, I
say,
have an older sister, so
well, Bruce is also not an only child, depending on which iteration you read.
mm,
um, let's say you are. Let's say you are an only child. Let's
only
stick with
child.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say that Wayne money comes from somewhere. Let's say we have a company. Um, you know, so we have a house. If we lived in Egypt, we would have maids and stuff like that. So I'm taken care of house-wise. Um, I think I would be fucked up for a while,
Yeah.
right? And then the question is, would I be able to get out of that and put my energy towards
Yeah.
something positive and move forward, or am I getting fucked up on drugs
Yeah.
to
It could
cope
be either or. Just like I said, my one caveat for the whole thing, your main objective is
to get to Batman?
no, no, no. That's what
Oh,
I said the whole thing is would you become Batman? You don't have to. Your
okay.
main objective is you don't want anyone to feel what you felt or go through what
Yeah.
you went through.
Okay.
That's Bruce's main thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's yours. So you don't
Okay.
necessarily have to be Batman to do that.
So, yeah, I think I would end up going towards more martial arts, learning
Mhm,
how to protect myself, getting as much training as possible in all different kinds, getting weapons training, just so I can know how these things work and how to be able to defend myself from them, getting educated properly so I can run the company because, I'm not going to lose everything and be on the streets or struggling because then how am I going to be able to help anybody?
mhm,
I do all that. I'm successful. I graduate college. I become successful in that endeavor. I take over the family business when I'm 18. Uh, I finish college. I start running the business. I don't know what kind of business it is, whatever it is, it's making tons of money. And then the objective starts. All right. I've collected my knowledge. I've secured the wealth. Now it's like, how do I use the wealth to not never make that happen again, to reduce it as much as possible? Because I think it's impossible for it to never happen again, right?
Well, that's
'Cause
why Bruce is so fucked up because he's a grown man, but he still has the mindset at times of a child. That same
yeah,
child. That's why he's like, I need to be everywhere all at once,
yeah.
and he's so fucked up. You know.
So I think it's like, I think at that point it's like, all right, I need to fix the society that's around me. All right. So it's like, how do you do that? And it's like, number one thing is education, right? Because education is going to empower people
Mhm,
to hopefully do the right thing.
mhm,
I would start with going to the poorest places in the country and start funding those. Well, no, because that's what they do now, and that doesn't help much, right?
exactly. So
So,
just real quick, jumping in. So you are just basically you are rich person
yeah.
who's just trying to do this. Like you didn't go into anything. Like you're basically like Mark Cuban out here, just being
Yeah,
rich and
because
just trying to. Okay,
realistically, in this world, ain't no one putting on a costume and going around.
okay,
Like you can't do that. Like it's just impossible.
yeah,
You know
I
what I
agree.
mean?
I agree.
So if I'm really
Yeah,
um anchoring it to this world, it's like, all right, well then, like, actually, how do you get it done?
hmm
So like top down shit doesn't really work.
hmm
Like the trickle down effect doesn't really work. And then just going in and throwing money at it doesn't really work either
hmm
because there's always people that are going to take advantage and, you
yeah,
know, start siphoning
yeah.
money.
I
So
mean,
it's
it's an
like,
impossible goal. It's just what's the how close can you come to it? Really?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I think you got to tackle it from multiple directions.
I agree.
I think the first direction is setting up, I think I would set up a school for teachers.
Okay, School of Gifted Children. Okay,
No, 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 for
no,
teachers.
I just thought of Professor Xavier, but yes.
Okay. I think I would set up like an academy or a school or a training center for teachers.
Mhm,
And the purpose of that center is, how do you go about and making the society that we live in become better educated, and doing it in a way where it's going to where it's going to benefit the most and have the most success rate.
mhm,
I think it's like, you got to, you can't just have people going into school to learn how to teach and then just go out and do whatever they want in the school or whatever. I think we have to, like, these are like, what are the problems facing this society that we live in?
mhm,
What are our goals with teaching the next generation to, break these habits, and then how do we implement it?
Mhm.
And I think you do that with the teachers and the universities and like the professors for universities first. And then you push those people out into the workplace, into like the schools and stuff. And then you slowly replace everybody with those people. You
Mhm.
you push them into the schools, you start bribing a little bit, get other teachers fired, then you start hiring those teachers that got fired and
Mhm.
then you teach them.
Is now so this is the thing. So you got these teachers that are kind of going through your program. So they are going in there with this mindset, kind of, I think, lack of a better term, infecting a good thing into the world to try to
Yeah.
kind of fix from
Yeah.
within. Now, are these people, are you trying to get it to a point where it's just like, hey, if you want to be a teacher, come and train with me. I have a whole program to set it up. So, guys, you encourage people? Or is this something where you're trying to get the government to be like, hey, if you want to become a teacher, let's say in public schools, you have to go through this program?
I think I would do both
Yeah. Okay.
because I think I would have to have like the backing of the government to be able
Yeah.
to do stuff like this. So,
Yeah.
let's say I made connections.
When
I
you got the money,
Yeah,
it's not hard. Yeah. That's
I
all.
spoke
That's
to
the,
I made the right investments. I
yeah.
greased the right hands, and things are moving my way. Because the better educated people you have, the better workforce you have, the better economy your country has, right? Um, and I'm talking about this as if I'm like if I never left Egypt,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
right? Okay, so we go with that. I guess that would be like step one or phase one, right?
Mhm.
Get the educate because this is gonna be like a generational plan.
Oh, this is gonna take forever.
This
Yeah.
is gonna take like a generation or two
Yeah.
for it to like fully develop. Find someone who's like trustworthy, who's believes in the same vision, and have them run the school, and I move on to the next thing. Right, but I'm always keeping tabs on everybody
Of
because
course.
I don't trust anybody.
Yeah.
Right, I'm following everybody's money, where
Mhm.
it's going, bank accounts, make sure no one's skimming off the top, no one's taking funds that's being allocated to here or there. I got contingencies on top of contingencies. The
You
one
are
thing
Bruce.
that
You are essentially
the
Bruce at this
one
point. Yeah.
thing I'm gonna take that might seem a little unrealistic is Bruce's like um detective brain and like his genius that
Yeah.
is gonna be able to implement these things.
Yeah.
So now we got education. Now we need for these educated people, we need opportunity
Mhm.
for them for when they are educated and they get out of schools, whether they only do high school or just or go do college. We need industry for them to be able to go to make a living, for them to not have to go murder people to rob them, right? Because the underlying condition is like extreme poverty. Because if you can feed yourself and you're living comfortably, you're not going out to try
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
murder
You don't
somebody.
need to rob, steal, do that stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you can provide for yourself and your family comfortably where no one's going hungry, things that you need are there, then you're good and you have a purpose, then you're good. Uh hopefully. Um I think the next thing I would work on would be like the industries within the country. Like what industries do we need to like move the country forward to the best of our ability? Um Egypt has a lot of not a lot of, but they have like farming. I think are we export strawberries.
Okay.
Um we have farming. I think one of the things I would do is focus a lot on science and technology because I would want to push the desertification back, right? Because deserts are growing, right? Because
Mhm.
they dry up the neighboring
There you go.
vegetation, and they eventually that the desert expands.
Got it.
So there are techniques that have been developed recently or in the past like 10 years to like help with that. So I would start implementing that to create more greenery farmland, which will, slowly change the climate
Mhm.
in the area. I would focus on manufacturing, to start manufacturing things in the country to either sell out or for the country itself. One thing I would really start to implement is some of the Japanese education, which is like teaching kids how to be responsible for their own clean space, um,
Japan
teaching
is
them
big for that. Yeah.
teaching children how to eat proper meals, like
Hmm.
good food, health, nutrition, like, really
Yeah.
make sure that's part of the education system as well as in the industry as well
Yeah.
as in the country. The main point of all this is like I think the main underlying reason people really, go to the extremes of having to steal or hurt somebody to, is because they were in such a bad place. They either got addicted on drugs, they have no other choice to feed their family or to do this, that, or the other because of the extreme poverty they've been in their whole lives, that they have to do these um things like steal or rob or hurt somebody or kill somebody for money.
Hmm.
So I think in a perfect scenario, you would, have a lot of these benevolent people working towards the goal of uplifting the country. Now, the one thing I think I would really have to do is make sure I can control the politicians because, you're gonna have outside
Yeah.
influences making sure that you don't succeed, do
Yeah.
this because it's better for their economy and whatnot,
Yeah.
like what happens in our world today.
Yeah.
So I think the toughest part is going to be controlling that part of the country,
Hmm.
whether it's successful or not. But at least we can start that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Um. Yeah.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Like when I was thinking this through, I thought I went more into like you were talking about politicians.
Yeah.
So my mind went to that. I was like, I know that's going to be something that needs to be overcome.
Yeah.
So it's almost just like, okay, I use my money, use my influence to try to basically grease their pockets. I don't want to become a politician, but essentially, you know how there are such things as secret societies, right?
Yeah.
I am the secret society now.
Yeah, that's kind of, I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't fully go into secret society, but, like,
Yeah.
I have, like, people moving around and
Yeah,
stuff like
and
that.
that's the thing where it's just like I thought of that, and because I was thinking of Batman, I was thinking it's like okay, I need to keep tabs on everything. I need somebody I trust. I need an oracle.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna make,
need, what I'm saying. It's like I have that. It's like I am
I
training.
just wanna throw out this joke real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah,
Um, my secret society is gonna be called the Court of Camels.
yeah. I love it. I love it. Just spitting in people's faces.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
But
Yeah,
yeah, no, I thought a similar thing where it's just like, okay, you need to start with the following generations. You need to start with the kids because the older generations, they're one either going to be stuck in their ways, and that's going to be a pain in the ass. So you start young. Obviously, you still need to figure out the
yeah,
generation that's already here, but start young and start building them right.
yeah,
So it's like secret society. Another thing I was thinking of was the prisons.
mm,
So prisons are supposed to be a place for reform,
yeah.
and it's not. I needed
In
to
America, for
actually
sure,
yeah,
yeah.
in America, yeah, and well, that's the thing, like, you were talking about
In a
Egypt,
lot of other countries too, not
yeah,
but, like, there's I know, like, what is it, Sweden or Switzerland, they have, like,
yeah,
very low incarceration rates because they do reform them.
exactly,
And when they do get out, they have jobs and, like, they get actual help for them to not go
exactly.
back to jail.
So, I was thinking of, like, essentially looking into countries that do it better and stuff like that and implement that here,
Yeah.
and then kinda doing that because it's like, if they don't get reform, like, that's the criminal literally the criminal base that we have
It's
now
gonna
is
be
coming
very
from there.
hard to do this in America.
I
It's too
agree.
big.
I agree. That's why I literally have the Bat family. Like I have an Oracle. I do have my politicians. They're like my Robins. Like I
Yeah.
have like all these different things where it's just like basically you have to have a team. Like you do need a Bat family.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you need to train those people the same way Bruce trained his Bat family
Yeah.
to like you need to be sure that you could trust them.
Yeah.
So once you go like, okay, I have these people, I could put them in places. I'm still going to oversee everything from back here, but I need to know that everything is working in unison.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I came up with that.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good one.
But for the most part, like I think we had a similar basis where it's like specifically we need to make sure that the upcoming generation is
Exactly.
like I feel like that's priority. Which like do you think Batman with Robin? It's like
Yeah.
it's fucked up, but it's like I kind of see where he's coming from.
Yeah, yeah.
But obviously we're not training children to fight crime.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like I said, there are other parts of the question I did come up with. Now I know we talked about some. If you want to tackle some of that stuff, or I do have a twist on the very beginning of
Okay.
the first question. If you want to try that one, so
Sure.
wherever
Yeah.
you want to take it.
Yeah, let's do the twist.
Okay, so let's do this. You are out with your family.
Mhm.
You're watching this movie. You walk out, and I just touched my desk and it shifted. Um, what's it called? Uh, Robber comes, and God forbid, same thing happens, except they kill your wife and child, and now you are Thomas
Mhm.
Wayne. You're an adult. You've
Yeah.
already lived this life. Now, in this scenario, you're a father.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, you're pissed. First of all, is this person walking away alive?
No, 100%.
Exactly. That I thought
No.
the same exact thing.
No.
This man dies. So
Yeah.
now at this point, how do you I mean, granted, like you killed a man, but it was in self defense. I get that.
Yeah.
And now, how do you do this? You don't want this to ever happen again.
Yeah.
Now, you are an adult now. So, are you? I would assume me at this point, that is my everything. I
No,
don't think I
100%.
could be as optimistic as a child who's going to grow and
No,
become
I'm
a
going
dad.
down the dark place.
Exactly. I think it's going to become a lot darker in
No,
like immediately.
I would be Batman, like the Thomas Wayne
Thomas Wayne
Batman,
Batman. Yeah, it's
guns
like that.
blazing.
Essentially, the Punisher at
Yeah.
this point.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
because you have all the income, you could get whatever you want.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, you're doing this shit out here. Never again. Fuck it. You're dead.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so we're in the same. I don't think there's much to discuss
Bro,
there because
bro,
I'm in the same boat. I was like, yeah, you're.
it's gonna be let the
Yeah,
bodies hit the floor,
yeah.
bro.
Joe Chill done. Everybody else behind Joe Chill fucking done.
Bro,
Like
crime is gonna be they're gonna be scared to
yeah,
piss on the streets, bro.
yeah, exactly.
Like it's gonna be over for these people.
Is I think almost like as a child because you have that buffer
Yeah.
where it's just like you're a kid. Okay, you're pissed off, you're fucked up in the head, you're trying to figure out what you want to do, and you're thinking things through. As you get older, your mind develops, you're trying to think of what you're gonna do. When you're an adult and you lose your family like that, fuck it, I'm murdering everybody.
Yeah.
There's no growing. There's no growing. You're just that's what happens.
No, no. That's it. Growing. Nah, bro. I am gonna be growing into a fucking demon.
Oh man.
It's gonna be over for these mofos, bro. Like it's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna
So
be some torture in there. Like it's just telling you it's gonna be a dark, dark place. It's gonna be the dark ages of
it really will like I feel you. I feel the same exact way.
Woo! God damn.
So, all right, let's go with this one. We're gonna go back to traditional. Nah, I wouldn't say traditional, Bruce, but you're a kid. This happens, but it's gonna kind of go down the absolute Batman route. Not exactly because you're still gonna lose both parents,
Okay.
but you ain't got the money.
Oh, okay.
But you got the genes.
Yeah.
That dude's like 6'8", like 800 pounds.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like you got like you're gonna grow into a physical specimen.
Yeah.
Obviously you don't know that because you're a child, but basically you are a kid. You don't want to have anyone ever deal with this ever again, but you don't have that income. What could you possibly do?
I mean, if I have the smarts, I'll probably end up getting the income,
Okay, yeah,
right? If I have the same smarts as Bruce Wayne and that drive,
yeah.
yeah, I'll eventually end up making that income. It's gonna
I
take
don't
a
know if it's
while.
gonna make that income, not like the actual
Well, no,
like
because that's generational wealth.
exactly. Yeah,
No, but I can start something where I can have some fuck you money, so I
yeah.
can, you know, you know, start doing some moves. Start creating that generational wealth. So in 2 generations, we can have the Bruce Wayne. that eventually becomes the Batman. You know, that's when you start creating that secret society. Like
Yeah,
so, in like 2 3 generations, you have that secret
yeah,
society, and then you start taking over shit.
I got you.
Start moving pieces like chess, putting things in a putting things into motion. So in like 10 years, they activate. Like
I got you.
yeah.
So I thought of with this one, I thought essentially the best I could do would be that, but like basically get as much schooling as possible.
Hmm.
But at that point, I would probably think more the route of, hey, I'm noticing I'm getting pretty damn tall.
Hmm.
I got good genes. Like let me focus on that. Let me see what I can do with this. I don't know if I'm gonna go fight crime in that sense. Maybe it would be something in the line of like, okay, maybe I can do something like not be a cop, but like kind of go down that route
Mm.
almost to be kind of like, all right, this is what I could do from there. But obviously, I still want to do schooling because it's not going to just stop at that. What if I can get to a point where I do kind of go into the government that way? Maybe I go through the military, and a bunch of people in the government have military backgrounds, and eventually go into the government and then try to run things as best as I possibly can from there. Now, once again, you're going to have people who oppose you because at
Yeah.
the end of the day, society is what it is.
People are
But
assholes. Yeah.
exactly. So it's like I would try to think of as much good as I could possibly do from that point. Have as much money as I can. Yes, obviously it's not going to be Wayne money, but it's going to be, obviously very well off.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
try to
Yeah.
do what I can from there. And then I was like, what if I just completely turn on its head? And I was just like, okay, what if you do that? And then you basically, this is going to get me canceled, but you do that. And then essentially you say, okay, I do this and I become a dictator. I get to
I've
the
thought
point.
about that, but
Yeah,
like the thing with dictators
yeah.
is it's never gonna end well.
It's not because you're gonna have people want to revolt against you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, yes, but that's why it's like it's a dictator, not in the sense of the dictators we've seen. It's really gonna be more of like, and it's funny because it's like I'm sure this is the same way they think.
Yeah, they're
So it's
benevolent, but
yeah,
like
in
it's
their
just
mind, I'm doing it all for you, and that's what I
yeah,
would say too. But then you're gonna have people who are like, but you're not because you're
yeah.
still. So
I
it's one
think
of those
the
things
the
where it's you have to
best
try to
way
figure it
to
out.
be really trying to create and like hopefully doesn't get corrupted, which is would be like a benevolent secret society that pushes
It
things
all comes
from
down to a secret society.
and pushes things from the background into the right direction and course
Yeah.
corrects when things kind of like go a little haywire.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think the main objective is if you are that face of
Yeah,
change, people are gonna go after you. If
yeah,
you are behind the scenes, they don't know who to go after. They
yeah.
just see change happening and they just, "Hey, this is just the way
You
things
gotta
go."
slowly change society into the
Yeah.
society you want it to be.
Yeah. You know,
So,
live long, die a hero or live long enough so yourself become a villain.
hey, that's that like so I've had not the Batman one, but it would be not good for me to get Superman's powers. It would just not be good at all. I've had those thought process and I would and I'm like I think I would be good, but
Yeah.
bro, I would just like
What when we're talking Superman's powers, because there's so many like iterations and everything, like are we talking about Henry Cavill where you're growing up and you hear all these sounds and you're trying to figure out how to deal with that? Or are we talking, more like, peel it back a bit and like current David Cord Sweat Batman where it's not that, where it's hey, you're really strong, but you're not like unbeatable, like you know.
no, I'm talking about comic book Superman where he's like practically invincible.
Well, no, that's closer to the guy we just got. That's comic Superman.
But he's more this one. I mean, he was still a little younger, but he wasn't like invincible,
That's what
invincible.
I'm saying. Yeah, comic Superman's really not invincible. He's getting his ass beat every week or every month.
Yeah, but like it's not as bad as the movie. Like there's some versions of Superman where
Yeah.
he's fucking like pretty unbeatable.
I mean,
Um, cause like
uh,
yeah,
I'm trying to think how I would be in that situation. Like, I think it's really at that point. It's not. It's you can't be everywhere at once. I'll do what I can, but
no, no. What I would do, I think for me, the first thing I would do is I would cripple every military in the world equally.
oh, you have to. You have to. You have to put everybody on even playing ground.
Yeah, I would. the first thing I would do, no more nukes. I would find them all.
No. Oh, Superman 2, essentially, or was it Superman 3
I don't
where he did
remember.
that?
Yeah.
Like literally, he did that one of
Yeah,
the
I would just like
movies.
cripple every military in the world and
Yeah,
put everybody on notice. Get your shit together, or I'm fucking you up.
yeah,
So I would pretty much become a world dictator. But
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
yeah,
Which yes, you are gonna have people try. Same thing with the
yeah,
dictator. You're gonna have people like a society try to figure out a way to overthrow you, which you would have to assume eventually they will.
yeah,
Because how are you going to find out? It's they're doing it in secret, and you're just one person. Even though you're Superman, you're one person. Um, I think nothing short of creating your own Justice League
yeah, yeah, yeah.
to figure that out. Like, I need a Bruce Wayne to figure this out for me.
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't know. I think doing the like pretty much taking down the militaries
Yeah,
to kind of like nobody needs this right now. Don't worry. Like
no,
y'all don't need this.
no.
Um,
So part of me was wondering if you were gonna bring up something that would be sort of akin to Ozymandias, because
oh
he kind of created peace.
yeah, but
He did it in a
I
fucked up way.
wouldn't do. I wouldn't do. So yeah, Ozymandias created like a world um disaster
Yeah,
to
so
bring the
everybody
world
can unite.
together
Yeah,
to unite. It's the same thing as every alien movie.
yeah,
Alien invasion, we can't beat them separately. We have to get together to, you know, Earth unites to beat the foreign invaders. It's
yeah,
pretty much what Ozymandias did in the comic books, which
yeah,
is
yeah,
like the other portal, the giant squid,
yeah,
whatever. In the movie, he used uh Doctor Manhattan to make him, the bad guy.
yeah. Well, they did in the comic book too. It's just he did a nuclear explosion that links to Doctor Manhattan, where in the comic it was a squid, but it linked to Doctor Manhattan still.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because it was like the same like energy or whatever that he had in
Mm,
his DNA. They're like,
yeah.
look, it was him who did it. So,
Okay.
but
Um,
what I'm thinking is like because essentially, if you wanted to be
yeah, I wouldn't
secret
want to.
society, Batman or Superman, like even if you're Superman, like, look, I'm a threat to your Earth. I'm this alien that showed
Yeah,
up and come after me. Or secret society, Batman, you have the money. You create literally Ozymandias. You create something.
yeah, yeah,
You know.
yeah. It'd be very interesting.
No.
Power corrupts, so I don't think I'll be immune to that. I would hope I'm not, but let's be realistic.
Well, that's the thing. It's like because like I said, the whole dictator thing. Like we're over here, we're doing the thought experiment,
Yeah.
and we're doing it in the best intentions.
Yes.
But when it comes to like personal views or something like that, there's going to be something that it's not necessarily good or bad. It's a
Hmm.
preference. And
Yeah.
because I'm going off of my preference, not everybody's going to see it that way. And I'm going to think to myself, yeah, but I'm the guy who's fixed everything, right? So fuck that. Do it
Yeah.
my way. And that's where it starts.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah. Yeah.
you can't help but think of it that way, unless you have a bat family to keep you in check.
Yes.
you
Yes.
know, yep.
Uh,
That's where the Red Hood comes in.
oh my goodness.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
but no, I've had these thought experiments before with myself.
I have too, and it's just like,
Yeah.
how come we've never talked about this on the podcast? Because you and I have had random conversations like this just in person, or when we
Yeah.
would go on those drives where we just pick a street and go.
Yeah. Yeah.
We would have these
I remember that.
conversations.
Yeah. We would pick the street that we knew that went out for a while and
Let's
just
just go
drive
down and
and
see where it goes and just talk.
listen to some music, talk.
What the hell's a Gordon?
That shit. I remember that. Oh my
Oh
god.
man, yeah,
Good old dyslexia.
yeah. But I thought it'd be good for a podcast topic. Like, what do you
No,
think?
no,
Yeah,
this
you had
was
fun with
fun.
this?
Yeah, yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Because I
Um,
could think of a couple more. I mean, there's so many what if situations out there. But
honestly, I think I would get a Green Lantern ring. Like if they existed.
yeah, I was about to say like that's kind of hopefully they're out there or you have to make one, I guess.
Yeah. I think I would get one. Like, I think I have decent willpower.
No.
Yeah. So I think I would get one.
Are we doing this to like save the world, or are you just like, hey, I don't feel like getting up to grab something from the fridge? Like, what why do you have the Green Lantern drink? What are we doing with it?
Well, I mean, if the Green Lantern Force exists, I'm saving somebody, but I'm
Okay.
just saying, like, I think I would,
No.
I think I would be chosen.
Okay.
I think so.
It's the wildest sentence. I think I'd be chosen. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I think I would be
You need
chosen.
something for 2814? I got you. Have it, sir.
Yeah,
Get your ass over here. Come on, give me that ring.
let's go.
Oh man. But yeah, on your opinion, how do you like the question being sprung up on you and you in the moment have to come up with it?
I think it's much better.
Because
I
I figure
do.
if I would have said, "Hey, in 2 weeks, I'm gonna ask this question for you," I
Oh, I
want
would
you to
have
have an
forgot.
answer.
Yeah.
Well, not only, I mean, let's say in a perfect world you remembered. Would
Mhm.
you prefer trying to prep an answer ahead of time? Because I always like the whole, here we go, present it to you, give me an
No,
answer right now.
I'd rather just do it off the fly because
It's
you're
I
gonna
think it's
get the
better that
most
way.
authentic answer that way.
Yeah,
Like, I can well, I mean, we can spend more time and, like, go through
yeah,
scenarios and, like, go back and forth and, but I think, gut reaction is, like,
yeah.
the best.
I think, yeah, especially for me, I prefer doing it this way because if you give me enough time,
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend money on it. On my, I'm gonna come up with a PowerPoint presentation with props,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be a whole thing where it's just like I literally still own a crown for one joke that didn't even work on the podcast. Like
Which
when I won the fantasy league last year,
oh,
like I
okay.
bought a crown for that. Like I just own a crown now.
Yeah, but you don't wanna get trophies.
Well, I have no problem getting trophies as long as I win 3 years consecutively. Hey, you made the rule.
I don't even remember that, bro. How you holding that against me till now? That's wild. Speaking of the league,
Yeah.
what are you thinking so far about this year's league?
Hey, this early access thing, big game changer.
It is a big game changer
Big game changer, man.
because it's gonna fuck a lot of us over.
Yeah, not me.
Well,
I
I
never
mean,
believed in early access. I'm happy about that.
listen, I was happy about it before because a lot more games are going into early access. So like
Yeah,
when they were getting scored, it was like, all right, well, this is good. More games to choose from, but now they're like took it away. So it's just like, all right, well, now we're shit out of luck.
honestly, I prefer it. I feel like it's
I mean, I'm fine with it, but it's
yeah.
just like, all right, well,
I mean, you can't because I feel like it's more like, hey, you just throw your hat out there, you throw your arm into this void, and you come back and you got a game. Hey, hopefully this works. Like this
yeah,
time, you have to actually, okay, let me actually go out and work for it. I feel I
yeah.
prefer that than the whole, oh yeah, let me, do this, do that. But
I mean, there's people that still haven't made moves in a while.
that's every fantasy league.
Yeah,
That's a given.
yeah. So what do you think about this
Um,
year?
it's
Games this
interesting.
year.
I'm at the point like every once in a while I go into there's a period where I don't really pay attention to what's going on too much. I'm kind of in that period right now.
Okay.
So it's like I'm not really looking too much beside. That's why I kind of like filled everything out now. I was like, let me grab some stuff.
Yeah.
One of my go-to strategies, grab some stuff so nobody else has it, and then when I need to, I drop it.
Yeah.
So it's like I kind of did that where it's like I have a couple games I'm already thinking about dropping, but I was like, let me just hold on to them for now.
Yeah, I was like out of it for a while, then I
Yeah,
kind of like jumped back in, kind of
yeah,
I filled up my roster as well.
yeah.
And then
I
now I'm
see
kind
that.
of just gonna hang out a little bit, see if I'm gonna drop anything later. But I mean, I have a lot of games that haven't been announced yet that have no date. So
Yeah,
I think more probably like half of my games don't have dates. It just says 2026. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
I'm looking.
And
I'm going through mine. I feel like the ones that do have dates, I'm very confident in what they're gonna like. They're gonna have really good scores.
yeah,
There's some that don't have dates, but like I said, some of them are really just with the intention of let me hang on to it. This way somebody else doesn't pick it up, and then once I get to a certain point, all right, I'll get rid of it because I got something else to come. Because really, once you get to June and
Yeah,
June,
like
July,
Summer
that's
Game
where
Fest.
exactly that's where
That's where
stuff
I'm
starts
gonna
coming out.
yeah. Yeah, it's
That's
gonna
where
be
moves need to be made.
tough for me to make moves
Yeah,
with,
I
like,
would say
the World Cup and stuff. Oof.
I literally I forget that's happening every time until you
Yeah.
mention it. So far I would say good on Rudy.
Yeah,
He's playing a
he's
good
doing
game
pretty good,
finally.
yeah.
It's funny. It's like I see some where it's just like
I mean, he got, like,
it should have scored better.
470s, and
Yeah, but like Super Meat Boy 3D in a world where Super Meat Boy doesn't have a high score, that's wow. That's kind of a guarantee like high scoring game. It's only
really?
74. Oh, Super Meat Boy, fuck yeah.
I did not know about this game.
Yeah. So yeah, because they've had a couple. This is their first 3D. One's usually a 2D.
Okay.
Um, think of it like a fucking really hard platformer.
Oh, okay.
But that was a given. Life is Strange. You can't. We're in an era where you can't pick up Life is Strange, and Rudy doesn't
Yeah, I did
understand that
that.
yet.
I did that, like, a year or 2 ago, and it didn't go
Yeah,
well for me
he
either.
picked one that was like a spiritual successor to it last year, and it did not pay off. So when I saw him grab Life is Strange reunion this year, I was like, he still hasn't learned his lesson. It's like there was a time where you would pick up Life is Strange. We're not in that era anymore. You
Yeah.
can't be doing that. Darwin's Paradox was too much of an unknown for me, even though it was tied to like Kojima and all that stuff. I was like, yeah, I'm good. Is that
Yeah.
the one that's tied to Kojima? Maybe it's not. I don't remember.
No, the Darwin's Paradox is like a
The
platformer, I think.
it's the yeah, I know it's the it's a platformer, yes, but I don't know if you saw the one press conference where he was talking about Metal Gear Solid and like you could play one of the Metal Gear Solids, but as the octopus.
Oh, I didn't
And
know
I
that.
don't know if it's this octopus or if I'm just connecting two different octopi.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. But he's got some interesting things like Beast of Reincarnation. I'm pretty sure that's the Pokemon developer that's making their non-Nintendo game.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I
Game
was looking at that
Bonanza.
one too, I think.
Yeah.
I think I bid on it, but I didn't win it. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure Halo is not gonna do. I feel like he's got Halo eyes. Like he's got that in his mind. He's one of those people that like Halo is like this great game. And back in like early 2000s, sure, maybe it was. And now people look at this game, they're like, why is Halo? And I'm the guy who anytime I looked at Halo, I was like, this is not good. Like my entire life, I'm like, this is not good.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's going to score well. I would say that's a low 80. Maybe I'm completely wrong,
Yeah.
but we'll see. But I don't know. I don't know. What do you got?
I
Oh,
don't
you
know.
have Crimson Desert. Interesting.
Yeah.
That was your first pick.
Mhm.
Did we make fun of you for that? Or
I think so. I don't remember.
okay, I hope so. Jeez.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
fine. It is what it is.
Blood of the Dawn Walker. That's okay. I
I
remember
all
that.
I did the same strategies last year. I was just like, I'm just gonna take real like risks.
It got you
They
second
pay off.
place.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
just like I'm just gonna take risks and then see if they pay off.
Oh, you got that Secret Life of Walter Schmitty game.
Yeah.
I love how you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh man. Star Wars Zero Company. I feel like that was a great counter pick. Good job.
Yeah. If it's not a Jedi game, I don't think it's gonna be.
Oh, it's no, I wouldn't say that. I just think it's that game was announced and people forgot that shit existed immediately.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I don't think that game's real.
No, hope not.
No. That's like me with picking Fable. Like Fable, when it comes out, it's gonna be a banger.
Yeah.
I just need it to not come out this year.
Yeah.
And
I do.
you do, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, no,
Let me see.
they
I
gotta
wanna
stay
see
away.
them I wanna see them negative points, bro.
My counter picks the last few years have been bad, so I'm you know, that's what I do. I do
Yeah,
bad counter picks.
I should get on pick in a second,
Nah, wait it out. We
yeah,
got time.
Rudy doesn't have any counter picks? That's crazy.
His games were solid. I wouldn't have counter picked his shit. Like I saw a lot of them that
True.
like Life is Strange. I would have, but that was after the draft. Like if it was like during the draft, that would have been my counter pick.
Yeah.
But now it's just like I have a second one. I was like, Life Strange is probably not going to hit, but let me not take that chance just on the outside chance that I'm wrong. I still got time.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and Pokemon Pocopia,
Yeah, that was like, okay.
like that's one of those like as soon as it dropped, I was like, it's happening again. We're getting the whole fucking what was that game that everybody was playing during the pandemic?
Pokemon Go.
No, on the during the pandemic.
Yeah, Pokemon Go.
No, during the pandemic. The pandemic, people weren't allowed to go outside. It
Oh,
definitely wasn't Pokemon Go.
there's a
Um,
Pokemon game?
no, it was a Nintendo game, not a Pokemon game. That what's called
Oh,
everybody got. Your girlfriend even got it up for the Switch.
uh, I know what you're talking about now.
That was the game that everybody wanted to play. Like this
The
is
island,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, this is that, but Pokemon. Of course, it was going to be a big thing, and yeah.
Yeah, damn. Shit, my nieces have like that game, but as a Monopoly.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's interesting. I mean, hang on. I'm gonna find the name of it because it's bothering me.
Yeah, it's bothering me too.
Let's see what pops up. Animal Crossing.
Yes. Yes.
I typed in cozy Nintendo Switch game to get that.
That's funny.
Yeah, I was like, I knew it was going to pop up. So Animal Crossing. So this is that.
Oh,
You
okay.
take Animal Crossing, mix it with a little bit of Minecraft, throw in some Pokemon, boom, you got Pokemon Pocopia.
Okay.
So
Good shit.
watch that one game of the year.
Ay, ay, ay.
No, my first two picks though are going to be fucking hits. I
Y-
know that.
Yeah. Well, Forza Horizon, yeah, it's gonna be.
Oh, Saros, dude.
I know. I think I've seen a trailer about Saros. I don't know.
It's spiritual successor to former Game of the Year contender, but it's that just better.
Yeah.
The game that you didn't like the name of, Returnal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a stupid ass name. I
You
stand,
nitpick the weirdest things. Like
I stand by it.
you'll pick one thing that has nothing to do with the overall
My brain is
thing.
weird, bro. My brain is weird. I can't control it.
Well, oh man. Well, it's good to know that if somebody were to murder our families, we'd kill them.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I appreciate
hundred
that.
percent.
I like that
That
about
was an
us.
interesting segue, Dan. But um, I guess that's no better way to end the podcast
Damn
than
right.
that.
No,
Just reminding everybody. Any final thoughts, or was that your final thoughts?
nah, I got one. In Pokemon Silver and Gold,
Okay.
early on in the game, you are tasked by Professor Elm and Professor Oak and Mr. Pokemon, who are all excited the fact that they found this egg. And everyone's like, "Oh my god, a Pokemon laid an egg. How does that work?" And you have to like hold on to it until it eventually hatches into a Togepi, right?
Okay.
Now, Eslam, I have a question for you. In the world of Pokemon, are all animals not Pokemon?
I don't think so.
They are. The answer is yes, they are.
Oh,
All animals are Pokemon. There are no animals that are not Pokemon. Most plants are
so
too.
they be eating Pokemon.
Yeah. No, that's something I talked about a long time ago. In that same game, you drink milk from a moo tank. The moo milk, it's called.
Okay.
But the thing is, if they live in a world where all animals are Pokemon, and they were surprised to see a Pokemon lay an egg, where the fuck have they seen an egg before? Where would the egg have come from if all animals
To
are
eat it.
Pokemon? You know, I texted this to Rudy the other day, and he was like, Ash probably there's a rumor that Professor Oak used to bang Ash's mom while he sent them out on the thing,
Yeah.
and so did Mr. Mime. I was like, yes, I do know this, Rudy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah. I see.
And nobody thought this. Nobody thought to question
No,
this.
no, because they don't care. It's for kids. They know kid. Like they're stupid nowadays. Like they're not thinking like us back in the day. Like they're
This
not
was us
questioning
back in
things.
the day. That's when this game came out. We
Oh,
were children.
oh fuck, we were stupid, bro.
It took me this long to realize this.
Ay, ay, ay. I
It's
never
crazy.
played it, so I had no
Yeah.
idea. But
But it's just like, oh yeah, how can an egg come from a Pokemon? Where else the fuck would an egg come from? Where have you gotten your eggs? They're all
yeah,
Pokemon. That's my final thoughts.
Damn, that was a wild one. That was a wild one. Just
Yeah.
made me realize we were stupid.
Yeah.
Those are my final thoughts. Well, thank you for listening to the Wise Guys podcast. If you like what you hear from us on social media, like, subscribe, share, rate, review. Don't forget to follow us on social media. I think my brain just,
Yeah.
you know, glitched. Um, yeah, whatever. Have a great week.
Yeah, whatever. Have a great week.